Yesterday in the quarters, he walked all over the Seahawks. 5 catches, 104 yards, and a couple of touchdowns as well. Second and mid. Yeah, you're seeing that right on the score bug. On Schiller, a little pump, being rushed, throws, and it is picked off. One-handed by Drake Eason. The other team's quarterback has it into the end zone for a score.
Touchdown! Now, this was really fast action, Chris, because I actually thought Von Schiller might have got his flag pulled for a sack. No, I think that ball was out. He wishes he got sacked. That's what we have here.
A remarkable one-handed snag by the other quarterback. And how about that? We're not surprised to see Eason put points on the board first for his team, but we thought it would be with his arm, not with his hand.
Only 5'7". He needed every inch. That was a brilliant play.
Whether the flag was pulled before the ball was thrown.
So that is our head referee,
under review.
Frank Ramirez. So let's give you another look. Kyle, what do you got?
Well, watch if the ball is out. The ball is gone there. The flag is still in. Folks, this is an interception. This is a pick 6. It sometimes comes down to the split second of whether it's out or not. And in this case,
touchdown is good.
Couldn't have said it better, Frank. Touchdown, massive play. And your mouth so as not to lip read. He's on ESPN. You got to do it. It's smart.
That's some serious coach stuff right there. That's big time.
Kelsey.
Third and short. Von Schiller dumps it down. Caught by Turner, and that's good enough for a first down. Some hay here on first down. Is that still saying? I think I learned that in the 1920s.
It is now.
That's a dart right there, and it is a catch by Dwayne Perez Tucker. They call him JR, the first to touch. Von Schiller rolling right, looking, dumping. Oh, that is beautiful to Rivera. Kind of a delay by him as he gets into the end zone. Well executed.
I love it from the Giants. I don't love it from the Bucks. Sometimes you'll do this. They don't rush anybody. They drop 5. That's why Von Schiller has all day to check it down to really his 4th read. You don't
1 or 2 on the PAT. They're going to try and tie it. Go for 1. Little play fake. Throw in the back. And it's Rivera again. Leaping. Oh, and they're saying he was out of the back of the end zone.
It's no good. Timeout on the field.
And they love his leadership skills on top of everything else. And his mobility. He dumps it down to Davis, who gets it into Giants territory. And a fresh set of downs. I would rush the passer.
Well, they got a hand up in the rusher, so here comes single pressure, dropping 4.
Yeah, Legal pressuring. Easton gets away from him, back in the end zone, knocked down beautifully by JR as Dwayne Perez Tucker skied it. And the Giants defense comes up huge.
Massive, had to have it. Now all the momentum goes to the Giants. Look at Von Schiller's already out there. He wants to run the play right now. Great knockdown. We say it all the time. Our own guy, Tom Jackson.
Hey guys.
Already a few catches, nice defensive play as well. Von Schiller, pump fake, and has the flag ripped away by Ashton Garnes.
Short distance plays are actually pretty easy, and I look for a very quick play. Watch the center. They often go to him.
They flood everything to the right. They throw it. There's Turner. Tiptoes down the sideline for a first down. Fresh set of downs.
There's a terrible circle. Oh, my gosh.
I told you got to use your fingernail, bro.
I had a manicure this morning, Chris. What do you want from me? Giants!
There's a throw. Oh, my gosh. That is a beautiful pass to Alec Frazier inside the 5. Clock stoppages in the final minute of the first half. Von Schiller looks. Oh, the old tip drill touchdown to Rivera. That's right. If you're scoring at home, that is 5-7-1 in your scorebook. That's right. It went right off of Perez Tucker into the midst of Rivera for his second score.
Rivera's favorite player is Jamar Chase. This is like a Burrow off the hands of T. Higgins into the hands of Jamar.
All right, let's listen into the. And of course, Rose once again nailed it on the timing.
Nobody does it like you do, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Interesting. They're only going for 1, not 2.
Yeah, it's early.
Von Schiller being pressured, throws, and has it picked off by Eason for the second time. You can return that.
Absolutely.
He gets tackled. What do you think of the decision to not go for 2 there?
I guess they like their 1-point play, and it's very early. I more have a problem with.
If you run the right thing, you're wide open.
All right, well, now we get a de facto Hail Mary. This is going to be the last play of the half. Watch the top of your screen.
Eason gets pressured, steps up, throws to the end zone, tipped. Oh, and incomplete.
Oh, this is the best game ever.
A fun-filled first half. It started with a pick six and ended with everybody getting their hands on the football.
Woo! I was watching the Giants sideline while this was going on. A couple of the kids fell down on the ground in relief. You thought Simpkins was going to get it 2 or 3 times, but that's halftime, Chris. Wow.
Averaged 30 points per game in bracket play, just 7 in the first half. Eason, little play fake, being pressured, throwback. Oh, Henderson with the high arcing one-handed snag, and you can see the athleticism this kid has.
That was the best 4-yard pass I've ever seen in my life.
That was like one of those Barry Sanders runs where you're like, I can't believe I saw that.
He lost 12 yards, but it's the best.
LeBron James, favorite athlete, so channeling his inner LeBron there.
Yeah. Well, where'd he end up, by the way? I heard he moved teams. Is that true?
I heard he moved teams, but he's going to live somewhere else. We haven't settled that yet.
That's possible. Speaking of moving, the Bucs moved the chains on that 4th down pass to Ashton Garnes. So fresh set of downs.
Go right. He's trying to box him in and prevent him from going right.
Well, everybody's left of the center
There
on
it
this
is.
play. The goal chasing, Eason lobbing, and he's got a wide open receiver in the end zone. It is Garnes having an enormous day on both sides of the ball, and the Bucs have reclaimed the lead.
This is incredibly well defended, perfectly well defended. It's just an incredible throw. This is one of those throws you're not supposed to make, quote unquote, across his body, across the field, and a better throw beats perfect defense.
Eason, his 14th touchdown pass of the tournament, tied for the most. Bucs are going to go for one. Another pump fake by Eason. He's so good at that. Back of the end zone, and I don't know if he was looking for Simpkins or for Garnes, but he hits neither. Von Schiller rolling left, quick, out to JR. Little hip dip inside the 10, and there's a little physicality. Now, normally that would draw a flag, but nothing there.
They're letting him play. They're letting him play. And again, here we go. The dip, that is called the dip. When they go down to the ground, chiropractor deep, they don't need one, we would, and it works. Again, it's hard to grab the flag when you're changing the level of it on the fly.
I tore my quad just watching that, by the way.
Can we get an MRI for Rose here in the booth, please?
It's a Sunday. I'm scheduled for Monday. Little play fake. Von Schiller dumped down. Rivera tackled nicely by Eason at the 2. So it'll be 3rd and goal. Once again, this is the final play in order to score in this drive. And they're in the no-run zone.
Incredibly difficult to defend, possible to get your hands on.
3 receivers to the right of the center. 3rd and goal, back in the, a little too tall for Frazier, and Von Schiller is sickened. He knows he had him.
Pass is no good. Timeout on the field.
So it's a turnover on downs. The Giants drive the length of the field, but they end empty-handed and thirsty for a score. Bucs hang
Passes.
So because the Bucs said punt, Giants start at their own 5. They are down a point. Clock is running. That is Rivera. Flashes forward for a gain of about 10. For more on the injury, let's check in with Taylor.
It's looking like Brian Legal's going to be okay. Got a little turf burn, getting a bandage and a wrap, and he'll be back out there when they're back out on defense.
It's interesting. Normally, Rivera, who we're seeing here, is their rusher. Coach told us they moved him to corner on defense for this game. So if they have to make a replacement, they can. We got a challenge.
Before the ball was thrown. Previous plays under review.
All right, so the Buccaneers have thrown the challenge flag to see if the flag was pulled prior to the pass, I believe.
It's the most common challenge we see. Did the flag come out before the ball left his hand?
Challenge was unsuccessful. 2nd down.
Watch the flag that he grabs here. Does it come out before the ball?
No, that's Henderson on the flagpole. Jeff Jones flying solo, by the way. His assistant coach not here right now.
It's incredible. And my hat's off to you, Jeff Jones. Ooh.
Von Schiller rolling left, throwing back. That's a dart to Frazier. Splits the defense. He gets into the end zone for the game score. And as the Giants reclaim the lead, 18-13.
This was a great throw and a burst from Alec Frazier after the catch. All they needed was a couple of yards, but they went over and bam! Woo! This is shades of a young Odell Beckham Jr. on the Giants. throwing it and hitting the Jets. I love Alec Frazier, a sophisticated kid, Rose. His favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird.
Ooh.
Somewhere Atticus is proud of you, buddy. That's 6 points. As billionaire. Son, that is not a job. I respect the ambition, but that's not a job.
Lob, toss, and ball knocked away nicely. It was Mikkel Snowden.
Unsuccessful.
That was the guy who was the game saver in their quarterfinal win. Had a pick six and also a late game interception. And here going toe for toe and hand for hand.
But this is going to be 4 down territory. You got 2 plays to get here because they're down 5.
They're going to throw it back to Eason. He's looking, he's firing, he's throwing. He's got a first down to Simpkins.
Oh, man.
So the clock is going to run now with under 45 seconds to go.
High drama here in Indy. We have 3 plays.
Very challenging to defend. We're talking about half a yard to get to the end zone.
I think they let them score. Their best shot is completing a pass, getting the ball back. You're not going to stop them 3 times. It's just not going to happen 2 times.
Eason rolls left. There's Henderson, and he walks into the end zone.
Okay.
Okay, so now the Bucks, it doesn't matter if they go for 1 or 2. There's no
Conversion is irrelevant. They might as well not do it. All that matters here is 12 seconds left for the Giants to pull off a miracle.
Yeah. In the championship on ABC on the line, Giants and Bucks, 1 play to decide it all. Von Schiller, pressured, throws deep, end zone. It is picked off by the Buccaneers. It is Duke Simpkins.
Ball game.
And the team from Ocala, Florida, off to the title game.
Incredible action. 1-point win in the semis with an interception. Last play, we'll see it again. Von Schiller did everything he could do. He avoided the rush. He made the throw back of the end zone. It just got high pointed right here. He risks a sack here, but he's totally composed. I'll take that throw every single time, but credit the Bucks and credit their coaching staff, Chris. They were all over it. 3 guys there.
Yeah, the Bucks with back-to-back second-half comebacks in the quarters against the Commanders, in the semis against the G-Men. That's where it helps to have a 6-foot defender who's all legs and arms. And yeah, I say, Drake Eason,